Hello children, how are you all? Hope you are all doing good. Okay, I have seen your homeworks. You did it well, very good, okay? Do your homework properly as like this, okay children? Children, have you all learned the first lesson? We have completed, is it? What is the name of the lesson? Matter, is it? What we have learned in this lesson? Can we recall? First of all, we have learnt about matter, is it? What do you mean by matter? Anything which occupies space and has mass and can be perceived by your senses is called matter, is it? Anything which occupies space and has mass and can be perceived by our senses is called matter. Okay? The matter is made up of small particles. Is it? What are those three small particles? What are those small particles? Molecules, atoms or ions. Okay? And from that, what is meant by atom? Atom is the smallest unit of matter. Okay? Atom is the smallest unit of matter. Okay? It can be divisible into three subatomic particles. What are those three subatomic particles? Electron, proton and neutron. Okay? Electron, proton and neutron. Okay? Electron is negatively charged, proton is positively charged and neutron has no charge. Okay children? And then we have learnt about the characteristics of matter. Is that what are those characteristics? Volume, weight, mass and then it is perceived by senses. Okay children? What do you mean by volume? Matter occupies space, that is the volume. Okay children? And mass, quantity of matter is the mass. Okay? And then gravitational pull of the matter is the weight. Okay children? And then it can be perceived by our senses. Okay? And then we have learnt about three states of matter. What are those three states of matter? Solids, liquids and gases. Is it? Solids, liquids and gases. And then we have learnt about kinetic theory of matter. Is it? What is meant by kinetic theory of matter? What we have learnt in this kinetic theory of matter? We have learnt three postulates. Is it? What are those three postulates? Interparticle space, interparticle force and then kinetic energy. Is it? What do you mean by interparticle space? Interparticle space means space exists between the particles. Okay? In between the particles, if there is space, means that is interparticle space. Okay children? So in solid has less interparticle space and liquid has interparticle space more than the solid. Okay? Solid vida liquid la interparticle space will be higher and then liquid the interparticle space will be maximum. Okay? Maximum in gases. Okay? There is large amount of space in between the gases. Okay children? And then interparticle force. What do you mean by interparticle force? The force that exists between the particles. Okay? The force that exists between the particles. Okay children? That force can attract the particles to itself. Okay? Because of that force only all the particles are come closer and attract each other. Okay children? So in the solid the interparticle force is very strong. Is it? Very strong. It has very less space. The interparticle space is lesser in solid. So the force of attraction is strong. Is it? And then in liquid the interparticle space is somewhat higher than solid. Is it? So that the interparticle force of attraction is also, it has somewhat low interparticle attraction. Okay? எவ்வளோ ஸ்பேஸ் கம்மியாக இருக்கோ அட்ராக்ஷன் அவ்வளோ ஸ்ட்ராங்காக இருக்கும். ஓகே? ஸோ இன் சாலிட் த அட்ராக்ஷன் இஸ் ஸ்ட்ராங். ஓகே? இன் லிக்விட்ஸ் it has some space. Is it? So interparticle force of attraction is somewhat somewhat lighter than the solid. Okay, solid விட attraction, force of attraction கொஞ்சம் கம்மியா இருக்கும். Is it? Because it is flow. Is it? If you have poured water means it is flowing. Is it? So that the interparticle force of attraction is not strong as solid. Okay, children. And then about gases, we have already said, is it? Gases have maximum amount of interparticle space. So the interparticle force of attraction is very less. Okay, space ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கிறதுனால attraction is very very less. Okay, children. So we have learned about interparticle force, is it? And then kinetic energy. What do you mean by kinetic energy? Kinetic energy means that moving energy. Okay, kinetic energy means moving energy. In solid, what about the kinetic energy? The particles in the solids can't move. Is it? Because it will vibrate in that same place. Space ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்கிறதுனால it can't move here and there, so that it will be vibrating in that same place. Okay, அதே placeல இருந்து just vibrate, it will vibrate. Okay, and then about liquids, okay, it will move, it will continuously move. Okay, it will be in the random continuous motion. Okay, children. And in gases, it will move here and there. Okay, it will continuously move here and there. Okay, the movement of particles is very fast, and it will move here and there in gases. Okay, children. So we have learnt about kinetic theory of matter, and then the last one we have learnt is interconversion of matter. Is it? What do you mean by interconversion of matter? The change of state of matter from one state to another state and back to its original state is called interconversion of matter. Is it? Change of state of matter from one state to another state and back to its original state is called interconversion of matter. Okay, this change can be affected by temperature and pressure. Okay, children. And we have learned some terms. Is it? Melting, freezing or solidification, vaporization, liquefaction or condensation, and then sublimation, and finally deposition. Is it? And what do you mean by melting? Conversion from solid state to liquid state is called melting. Okay, and then freezing or solidification, the conversion from liquid state to solid state is called freezing or solidification. Okay, and then vaporization, conversion of liquid state to gaseous state is called vaporization. And then liquefaction or condensation, conversion from gaseous state to liquid state is called liquefaction or condensation. Okay, children. And then sublimation, if the solid directly changes to liquid state, if the solid directly changes to gaseous state is called sublimation, or else it can change from gaseous state to solid state. So that we are saying the process of conversion of solid directly changing into gaseous state and vice versa. Okay, what is meant by that vice versa? Gases, solid to gases, or else gases to solid. That is called vice versa. Okay, children. So what is the example of sublimation? Ammonium chloride, camphor and iodine. Okay, children. And then deposition, what is meant by deposition? Okay, a solid formed from gaseous state. Is it? From gaseous state on cooling is called deposition. Okay, what is the example? The soot. Is it? I have said a soot. Is it? If you are burning the chimney, means after cooling down, in that corners we can see some soot particles. Is it? Soot molecules. That is called as deposition. Okay, that process is called as deposition. It is a thermodynamic process. Okay, it is a thermodynamic process. Okay, children. And then we will work. Okay, already you have written 2 questions and answer briefly. Is it? Matter and then change of state of matter. Is it? Okay, and then this is the third question. Okay, put today's date and then write. Okay, no need to write the heading. Write from number 3. Okay, put date and then put number 3 and then write. Okay, can we read it once? Define intermolecular space and intermolecular force. We have learnt, is it, in kinetic theory? Is it? Kinetic theory of matter we have learnt, is it? Interparticle force and interparticle space. Is it? We are going to write it, okay? Intermolecular space. The space between the two particles of a molecule of a substance is called intermolecular space. Okay, the interparticle space and also the intermolecular space are the same. Okay, children? The space between the two particles of a molecule of a substance is called intermolecular space. And then intermolecular force, the force between the two particles of a molecule of a substance is called intermolecular force. Okay, write fast, I will give you time. Write with using your ink pen, okay children? Write neatly. Yeah, children, read it once again. Define intermolecular space and intermolecular force. Intermolecular space. The space between the two particles of a molecule of a substance is called intermolecular space. If you had studied one means, you can itself write the second one, is it? The space between the two particles of a molecule of a substance is called intermolecular space. The force between the two particles of a molecule of a substance is called intermolecular force. Have you all written, children? Okay, write the fourth question. Explain the term melting, solidification, vaporization and condensation. Okay, what do you mean by melting? The solid changes to liquid state is called melting. Okay, solid changes to liquid state at a particular temperature is called melting. Okay, and solidification, liquid, in the process of liquid changes to solid state in a particular temperature is called solidification. Okay, write fast. Children, have you all completed this fourth question? Explain the term melting, solidification, vaporization and condensation. Okay, read it along with me, okay? Melting, the process of changing from solid state to a liquid state at a particular temperature is called melting, okay? Solidification, the process of change from liquid state to solid state at a particular temperature is called solidification, okay? Melting means solid to liquid, okay? Solidification means liquid to solid, okay children? And then we will see vaporization. Vaporization, the process of changing the state of matter from liquid state to gaseous state is called vaporization, okay? The process of changing the state of matter from liquid state to gaseous state is called vaporization, okay? Condensation, the process of changing the state of matter from gaseous to liquid state without any fall in temperature is called condensation, okay? Here there is no fall in temperature, is it? Without any fall in temperature is called condensation. Vaporization means liquid to gas. Condensation means gas to liquid without any fall in temperature. Okay children? Okay, write fast and write neatly, okay children? Children, have you all written vaporization and condensation? Have you all written, children? Okay, vaporization means the process of changing the state of matter from liquid state to gaseous state is called vaporization. The process of changing the state of matter from liquid state to gaseous state is called vaporization. Okay, condensation, the process of changing the state of matter from gaseous to liquid state without any fall in temperature is called condensation. Okay, should remember that. Okay, in condensation there is no fall in temperature. Okay children, process of changing the state of matter from gaseous to liquid state without any fall in temperature is called condensation. Okay children, have you all written? We'll see the next question. Okay, fifth question. What do you understand by the term sublimation? We have learned sublimation, is it? The process due to which solid directly changes into gaseous state, on cooling directly changes back to solid state without changing into liquid state is called sublimation. We have already learned, is it? Solid direct gas marla, or else that gas can be directly changing into solid. That is also called sublimation. Solid can directly changes into gaseous state, and also gases changes back to solid state without changing into liquid state is called sublimation. Okay children, solid direct gases change agudhu, and then that gases while cooling it turns back to the solid state. Okay, it is not changing into liquid state. Okay, liquid state के मारामा solid gas आऊँ, gases solid आऊँ change आगरा process के पैदा sublimation. Okay children, okay, write fast. Children, have you all written? Can we read it? What do you understand by the term sublimation? The process due to which solid directly changes into gaseous state, on cooling directly changes back to solid state without changing into liquid state is called sublimation. Okay, solid directly changes into gaseous state and then on cooling directly changes back to solid state without changing into liquid state is called sublimation. Okay children, have you all written? Okay, question. What are sublimes? Explain with the help of examples. Okay children. Okay, what are sublimes? Do you know what are sublimes? The solid substances which undergo sublimation are called sublimes. Okay children. The solid substances which undergo sublimation are called sublimes. Or we can say the gaseous or vapor form is called sublime. Okay. While in the process of sublimation, the gaseous or vapor is formed, is it? That is called as sublime. Okay. And then you can write the two answers also. Okay. The solid substances which undergo sublimation are called sublimes, or the gaseous or vapor form is called sublime. Okay. What is the example? Camphor, ammonium chloride and iodine. Okay children. Okay, write fast. Children, have you all written? The gaseous or vapor form is called sublime. Okay. So, what is the example? Camphor, ammonium chloride and iodine. Okay. The gaseous or vapor form is called sublime. Okay, children. Or else the solid substance which undergoes sublimation. Okay. Sublimation. The solid substance which undergoes sublimation is called sublimes. That is the gases, is it? At the last we can get the gases, is it? That is called sublime. Okay, children. Then it is a seventh question. Okay, what is camphor? You have learned camphor, is it? What is mean by camphor? I have already said camphor means chewdum, is it? Okay, we are going to answer it. Camphor is a white, waxy and flammable solid which is found in the wood of camphor laurel. Okay, camphor is a white, waxy and flammable solid which is found in the wood of camphor laurel. Okay, and then eighth one, what is the property of camphor? It is the white or transparent solid with a strong aroma. Okay, it smells nicely. Okay, the camphor smells nicely. It will be a white transparent solid. Okay, and it will have a strong smell. Okay, children, and it is waxy and flammable substance. Okay, it is a waxy and flammable substance. Okay, it is soluble in water. Okay, அது white colorல இருக்கும் and it is a transparent substance. Okay, clear or transparent இருக்கும். We can see. Okay, we can see through it. Likewise, it will be a transparent solid. Okay, with strong aroma. Okay, it has a strong smell. Okay, and it is waxy. Okay, waxy means wax. It has the property of wax. That is waxy. Okay, and then flammable substance. It can be, if you have fired means it will burn. That is the flammable substance. Okay, it is soluble in water. Okay, if you put that inside the water means it is soluble in water. Okay, children. Okay, what is camphor? Camphor is a white, waxy and flammable solid. Okay, which is found in the wood of camphor laurel. Okay, camphor is a white, waxy and flammable solid which is found in the wood of camphor laurel. Okay, children, what is the property of camphor? It is white or transparent solid with strong aroma. Okay, and then it is waxy and flammable substance, and then it is soluble in water. Okay, write fast, children. Children, have you all written? These two questions are from physics teachers, okay? In your book, page number 13, there is a heading called physics teachers, is it? Yes, take page number 13. Have you all taken, children? Okay, read it. Satyam's father took a piece of camphor and kept it in a bowl. Okay, after few days, he observed that the size of the piece of a camphor decreased. Okay, and later on, okay, children, it vanished. Okay, he asked a few questions to Satyam. Okay, these are the questions. What is camphor? Okay, what is camphor? Camphor is a white, waxy and flammable solid which is found in the wood of camphor laurel. Okay, it is found in the wood of camphor laurel. Okay, children. And then what is the property of camphor? It is white or transparent solid with strong aroma. Okay, it is waxy and flammable substance. Okay, and then it is soluble in water. Okay, children. And then the third question, which process of change of state is taking place? Yeah, can you say which process of change of state is taking place? Sublimation taken place, is it? Is it, children? Sublimation, is it? That solid, that camphor is changes into gaseous state so that it vanishes, is it? So, the sublimation takes place, okay? And then fourth one, see the fourth question. What had happened to camphor kept in the bowl? Bowl lo vechirundha camphor ku enna aachu? Okay, after few days, the size of the camphor kept in the bowl decreased. Okay, later on it vanished. Is it because of sublimation? கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக அது கரையும். ஓகே, நீ ஃபயர் பண்ணாதான், பேர்ன் பண்ணாதான் அது எரியணும், கேஸ் ஆகி போகணும் அப்படிலாம் கிடையாது. இஃப் யூ ஜஸ்ட் பிளேஸ் த கேம்ஃபர் இன் அ பவுல் மீன்ஸ் ஆல்சோ at the first day that camphor will reduces to little bit smaller, and the next day again it will reduces to again very small, and at the last day it will become vanished. Okay, அப்படியே மறைஞ்சே போயிடும் because it sublimes. Okay, because it undergoes the process called sublimation. Okay, children. Yeah, and then see work and learn. Read the first one. Take the naphthalene ball, keep it in the box of the woolen cloths. Okay, woolen cloths. What would you observe when you open the box next year? Okay, try it. Okay, do you know what do you mean by the naphthalene balls? Have you heard pacha urunda? It will have a strong smell, is it? Somebody like that smell. Okay, we'll place that balls inside our cloths in the bureau. Bureau vechira cloths kulla ella anga vechirupom. Okay, after a year, if you had taken that cloth outside, means we will smell a good smell. Okay, and the naphthalene ball will disappear, is it? And the naphthalene ball anga irukave irukadu, but adoda smell mattum we can smell it in that clothes, is it? Okay, try it in your home. Okay, if you have naphthalene balls in your house, means just place that naphthalene balls in some woolen cloths. Okay, sweater, likewise anything, just place it. Okay, keep that naphthalene balls inside that sweater and keep it in your bureau. Okay, and after a year, just take it out and check it what happened. Okay, children. And then the second one, take the cake of O'Donnell and hang it in the washroom. In the washrooms you may use O'Donnell, is it? You will observe that after 20 days it will disappear, is it? Okay, if you have bought O'Donnell, you have used an O'Donnell packet, is it? If you have tear the packet and if you have hanged it in the washroom, means Okay, check how long it will be there. Okay, check it. Okay, that smell and also that odonal. The odonal packet has substance, is it? அது எத்தனை நாள் இருக்குன்னு you should check. Okay, from this day you just check it and find it. Okay children, okay, that's all about this, and this is your homework. Okay, only 5 questions I had given. Only write the answers, a single word answers. Okay, it should be in 1 or 2 words. Okay, name the particles which make up the matter. What are those particles, ma? Do you know what are those particles? We have learnt, is it? Small particles, molecules, atoms or ions, is it? Okay, I should write that I have said, is it? Molecules, atoms or ions. Just write that. Okay children, and then second one, name 2 properties of solid. We have learned the properties of solid, is it? It has definite shape, definite mass, likewise. You should write any 2 properties. Okay children, properties of solid. And then third one, name the process of conversion of solid to liquid. Okay, write only the answer. Okay children, you should write the question and then write the single answer. Okay children, okay, question எழுதிட்டு you should write the single word answer. Okay, and then fourth question, name the force that binds the particle of matter together. Okay, what is that force? Okay, you should write the name of that force. Okay, and name 2 sublime particles. Any 2 sublime particles. What are those sublime particles we have learnt? Okay, you should write it there. Okay, that's all about this class children. Study whatever we are teaching daily. Okay children, storage அப்படி சேர்த்து வைக்காதீங்க. It will be very hot. Okay, so study whatever we are teaching daily. Okay, read the book regularly. Don't waste your time children. Thank you.